Hey, my cuddlebugs, it's me, Anna.Marie. My eyes hurt. It's really bad. I'm having some sort of allergic reaction. I've been having really bad allergies this winter, and I don't know why. But they itch really bad, so I couldn't even fathom putting like any eye makeup on or anything. They just itch really bad. I did put new contacts in this morning, and it's like a wet towel over my eyes, so hopefully that'll get better. But let me go get a coffee and something to snack on. Maybe I'll get a sandwich this morning, I don't know. But definitely a coffee. Gonna go to Dunkin' and get me a Charlie with a shot of espresso, in it. Espresso. Say that 5 times fast. Espresso. I think I always say espresso, but that doesn't make sense. There's no X in it. Anyway, let me go get my coffee. And one thing I thought about while I'm walking over to my car, I'm in my parking garage at my place, is that everyone's getting sick. And I had a dream last night that I was getting super sick, and I woke up with my throat hurting, but I attributed that to allergies. So I don't know. Okay, coffee time. I'm in my vehicle. Hey guys, so I'm back. My eyes are better. Washed them out, got my coffee, and I learned that it's no longer called the Charlie. It's called the cold brew caramel swirl cold brew. And I didn't know that. So I guess only experienced baristas at Dunkin' know what a Charlie is. Anyways, get you a cold caramel swirl cold brew from Dunkin'. With extra shot of espresso if you're a tired person like me. And look, I crocheted this cute little coaster. It's not like perfectly like red and white because I used a yarn that's like ombre that goes out. If you know, you know. And so the yarn that I used was not really meant for like doilies or coasters or granny squares or anything like that, but I liked it because they're kind of unique, you know. So I made some coasters. I'm working still on my temperature blanket, so we're on day 8, so we got, let's see, I can't even show you, 1 2 3, gray is 4 and 5, we got 6. I was starting day 7 yesterday because I got behind, so that's row 7. That is a rice stitch that I'm doing. No, that's a double. The rice stitch is the gray. This one's a double over where it turns into like little squares. So yeah, anyway, I had a virtual appointment with my behavioral health doctor today. So we talked about some new medicine that I've been on for about a month and a half. For my anxiety, I have severe anxiety, panic disorder, PTSD, and that's from childhood trauma. Anyways, so I've been on a new medicine called sertraline, whatever. And the anxiety and gabapentin, and the anxiety has improved tremendously to a point where I haven't had to use my PRN panic attack medicine because I haven't had any panic attacks, which is freaking amazing. If you ever had a panic attack, it is so scary, you guys. You feel like you're dying. Like my heart will race. It'll be like jumping out of my chest. I'll be sweating. I'll be feeling dizzy and like I'm gonna faint. I'll be just like, I feel like I'm going to die, and it is not fun. So I haven't had any of that since like November-ish, which is great. So I think the new medicine is definitely working. I haven't had to use my PRN, lorazepam, basically, for when I'm having a panic attack, which is awesome because I haven't had any panic attacks, which is awesome. Even through the stressful holiday season, you know, I played it low key and we did it. So one thing I am having is sleep anxiety. So I've always had insomnia, but I've never, and I remember all of my dreams. I think we've talked about this before. But hold on. But my dreams never have like anxiety in them. And lately, as of the last like 4 weeks, I've had more anxious dreams where I feel really anxious in my dreams, and wake up a little bit with that anxiety. And then I also have really bad insomnia. Now I've always had bad insomnia, but usually, you can be treated for that too. So I kind of brought that up today, and she was like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and increase that dose, see if that gets rid of some of that anxiety in your sleep, because that is part of anxiety, whether you're conscious or you're in that sleep state. So we're going to just up that med a little bit and just see if that improves my sleep. Because I've always had to take like melatonin at night to sleep, but I've had to take more, because I'm just like at that portion of my day, my anxiety, I guess, is just revved up in my sleep. So once I can get to sleep, I stay asleep. It's getting to sleep because my mind's always working, which is pretty typical for people these days because we're always moving a mile a minute. But we got to kind of tone that down so I can get some really good sleep, because that'll help with my anxiety and PTSD and everything in general. So yeah, we talked about that, and I'm going to just up that dose just a little bit and try that for 6 weeks. So yeah, if you guys have anxiety, make sure you're taking care of it. If you have any mental health issue, make sure you're taking care of it. It can be really scary. Like, I have a best friend who definitely has bad anxiety, and I know it because I live it. And I wish she would just go and get her anxiety checked. Actually, I have 2 best friends that need to get their anxiety checked, but they're so scared of the doctor. And I don't know if I freak them out because like one of my anxieties is health anxiety. And so I'm putting different medicines into my body, or if it's really scary for me to meet a new doctor. Like when I first went from my primary care for my anxiety to an actual like specialist, a behavioral health specialist that is specialized in these areas and can actually help with more prescriptions. It's scary to put things in your body, but you can research all this stuff. You can trial and error, like everything I put in my body, especially when it comes to like my anxiety medicine, I have to research it. I have to know all about it. I have to understand what the side effects could be, because if I have a side effect that I'm not aware of, I will have a meltdown. I will have anxiety. Okay. So I don't like putting things in my body, in that aspect. And I can see how it can be so scary for other people, but we just got to do it because it's so important. You don't want to live worried all the time. You don't want to live panicking all the time or feeling like you're dying because of the panic. Like when my old medicine stopped working, I literally would panic about a leaf falling off of a tree. Like, why is that happening? Like, and I know I have also SAD, which is seasonal affective depression. So this is a perfect season for that to happen. So I know that there was some of that going on too, but yes, so just go and talk to somebody. Even like if you don't want to do an intake with a behavioral health person or specialist, you can just call them up and say, hey, this is what's going on. I don't know if I want to talk to somebody like in person. You can do a virtual visit and just say, hey, this is what's going on. They can give you some suggestions and say, hey, you can come in for intake. Intake is not scary. You sit there and you kind of go over your history, and they do some assessments, and then they start working with you. It's not scary at all. If you want to learn more about like how I knew I had anxiety, like for the first time, like years and years and years ago, I could definitely let you know. I had a lot of symptoms of the anxiety, like feeling instant drunk, my head rushing and feeling faint and feeling like I was going to pass out. A lot of that started in high school, and maybe late middle school. But yes, please seek assistance. It is not as scary as you think. You just got to do it, okay? I promise you it'll make you better. But yeah, this has been a long video of me rambling about things, but if you ever need to talk, you can always snap me at iamcuddlebug. You can always TikTok me, the.Anna.Marie. You can always comment below or message me on Marie Vlogz, IG Anna.Marie Vlogz. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Okay.